So why are young men collapsing and dying? What is happening? This is happening all over the country, all over the world. Another story just came out from a few days ago. Very unfortunate. A young athlete, a football player in high school, has collapsed and died. 17 years old. What is going on? Tell me. Somebody tell me, please, what is happening? Because I've never heard these stories before. I've never heard of this. I mean, it obviously could just be a coincidence, but what's happening? Is there something wrong with our young men? Is there something we're missing? Is there something that happened to them? What's going on to a good majority of young men? And a lot of them play sports. You would think that they're athletic, they're young. I played sports when I was younger. I did lots of active things, skateboarded, did lots of things when I was younger. And I never had any friends that collapsed and died. I never heard of that. There were people that died, but it was never just collapsing. So what's going on here? This story is out of Mississippi. This is very unfortunate. Rest in peace to this young man, 17. His name is Philip Lester Jr. And he was weeks away from starting his senior year and was determined to help his football team win the state title. So this is sad. These kids have big dreams, big goals, and it's gone, it's taken away from them. So we need to figure out what's going on. We need to investigate this. This is just one of dozens of reports. Here's another one. Alto High School basketball player dies after collapsing during game. This was earlier, a few months ago in February. Here's another one. Park City football player Jed Hoffman, who collapsed during practice last week, dies. That was last November. Very unfortunate. Rest in peace. I feel very bad for these kids. These are kids. These are teenagers. I reported it a week ago on a 20-year-old basketball player who collapsed and died. This is very sad. Here's another one. Florida high school football player dies after collapsing during practice. It says he went to Citrus High School in Inverness, which is pretty close to Tampa, Florida, which I'm very familiar with that area. So this hits home. This is sad. These are kids in the community that I grew up in. I grew up in the Tampa Bay area. These are kids playing football, and I played football and basketball when I was younger. So this hits home. This is real to me, and I'm a young man. So this is an issue that's important to me. Let me know, what do you guys think is going on? This is very unfortunate. Rest in peace to all these young men, and it seems to be mostly men. What's going on? I know things can happen to females too, women, but what's going on with our young men? It seems like there's a crisis. There's all these issues facing our young men. Why are so many of them ending up in very dangerous situations as well, doing dangerous things, ending up in gangs, doing very, very explicit things that you would not want your kid to be doing? Why are these young men ending up like this? What's happening? What's missing in their life? Are they missing fathers? Is that the crisis? Is there a father crisis? There's a whole generation of young men that grew up without a father. It's very sad. My father died when I was young, so at least I got him when I was a child though. So, but there's some people that never had a father or anything, and it's tragic. So is that the missing link? What's going on? And this is also a national security risk, right? There's a massive percentage of our young men that aren't even eligible for the military because they have too many health problems, or they're obese, or something else along those lines. Something has come up recently. So there's all these issues that are happening for our young men, and the military has admitted that they are having trouble finding recruits that are healthy enough to be in the military. There's a standard to be in the military. They don't just let anybody in. So this is also a national security risk. And this war with China is brewing. All right, we're already in a proxy war. All right, we know all about that. But this war with China is right on the horizon. China has the biggest standing army, standing military in the world. China's number one. They have the most. They could do it. All right, and this Taiwan situation is only going to escalate. Xi considers Taiwan an official part of China. All right, and all these little tit for tats, all these provocations are just excuses for China to do what they've always wanted to do. So what happens if an actual kinetic war with China does break out? What if there's a draft? What if we need to draft men for the military? What are we going to do? We're going to have a crisis. All right, there's going to be not enough men to draft. We're going to be drafting people that are 40, like what's happening in Russia. They're raising their draft age to get more men in. So this is very serious. We need to take this serious. It's serious not only for the young men and for their families, but also our society and our national security. All these young men were going to go on to have jobs. They were obviously on the successful side of young men. Most of them, if they're playing sports and they're active and they're good at sports, they're trying to do something with their life at least. And I'm pretty sure you have to have good grades to be on the sports team. So they were at least trying to be somebody, trying to do something with their life. They were going to be part of society. They were going to be an integral part of society. They were going to work somewhere or create some company or be some superstar and make a difference, do something different. And that's not going to happen anymore. That spot has been eliminated for them. All right. So this affects everybody. This affects our society as a whole. One of these young men could have created the cure to cancer, ended world hunger or something. Like, we don't know the people we're losing. These could be critical people in our society. So let me know what you guys think down there. Let me know what you think is happening. All right. I don't really know. I can't really say. You know how it is. You know how it is. So you guys let me know. You give me your info, and you guys can speak freely. That's what it's all about. Having ideas, throwing ideas out there, bringing awareness to these issues. So thank you guys so much for listening to me. You guys have a big old blessed day, and thank you.